I came to Bombay. Came here in search of a job.
4 lakhs for a flat in Borivali.
The business community, they can always do it because
What motivated you to, sir, going from a commerce graduate background to study law?
if you do hard work, you are definitely bound to succeed in life.
What is your secret of being so enthusiastic all the time?
Personal opinion, see, others may differ on that.
It was an arranged marriage. When you saw her, what was the first thing that you thought?
This is the type of girl I was looking for.
For Mrs. Venugopalan also, was it nearly 36 years?
36 years.
So 36 years from 5 shares investment options that you have seen. What would you say is one of the best options for investment, sir? Good afternoon, good evening, friends. And today I have the, I would say, wonderful opportunity to introduce Venugopal sir, whom I have been knowing for quite a number of years. And we are here to share some of his life experiences and lot of learnings that what we can get from his life experiences. That is what we are going to share today. So thank you, Venugopal sir, for taking out the time and coming out here. So basically, I wanted to start right from the start, sir. I believe, sir, for the first 20 years you are in Kerala, right, sir?
Yes.
And
No, before first, thank you very much. I must express sincere thanks and gratitude to Bala and their Vensiva team for giving me an opportunity to be here today.
yes, sir.
So that is how I should begin with.
Thank you, sir.
So now the question of 20 years.
20 years. So
Yes.
first 20 years, sir, you are in Kerala.
No, 20 years. It is something about 17, 18 years.
17, 18.
And 18 years, I can say.
One thing is, sir, you don't look your age. So most of the people would be confused as to how many years of life experience. So here, let us be clear that
My life started in 1947.
47.
So that means 77 years.
It is that point of time.
Yes.
I believe you're 77 years young. I won't even say old because nobody can say you're old the way you are conducted and the way you are, sir. So the first 20 years in Kerala, sir.
18 years in Kerala.
18 years. So 1947 to 1965.
Till I completed my SSC. Yes.
Okay. After that, sir, can you...
After that, I came to Bombay.
Okay.
Obviously, see, Kerala, you don't get any job opportunities. You have to be in search of a job. So came here in search of a job. Unfortunately, in the next 6 months' time, I could get almost 3 jobs together.
Okay. 3 jobs.
3 jobs simultaneously. Then one I opted for that, where I stayed for something about 6 years.
6 years.
6 years. Then that was a government job. So I knew working in government, there's no motivation to grow. You don't learn much. It will, stand your life. So I want to switch over to a private sector.
Okay.
So maybe after 6 years, I moved to a private sector.
So the first 6 years, sir, was there somebody here in Bombay to support you?
In fact, initially when I came, I had a cousin initially when I came. So first few months I was staying with him.
Okay.
So after I got the job, then I went to with the bachelor's group. So since then I was staying with the bachelor group. Myself, some friends like. Because I don't want to burden the person who brought me here. So he was also with the family. He was a very nice person. So with his permission, I moved out to a bachelor's group.
Okay. Then
After 6 years, I moved to a private company. So that was a time. Why I moved? Because towards the 6th year in government job, I wanted to do further study because there's a lot of time with me. So government job is 9 to 5. We have nothing else to do. Then I found this time I should utilize effectively. So what is effective utilization? You have to do some studies. So even earlier also, I had intention to do studies. But then because of local factors, because you don't get in job in Kerala. And then study also is almost 40 miles you have to travel. The bus service is not as frequently as required. So the best thing is, come to Bombay, start some work, then earn yourself and study. So that you don't depend on even your parents or anybody else. You work and study.
so you were doing both.
Yes, that's how I started.
From age of 18, how many years were you?
Up to maybe 23, I was working. Subsequently also I was working. 23 or 24, I think I joined the college. First I joined the college for a BCom degree. And that was for, I think, 4 years. So during that, morning I was going to college. Then during office hours, evening I come and do my studies. Then again I found there is nothing so much to study.
Okay. So much to study in the sense?
Means 2 hours college. Evening I have 5 hours with me because from 5 o'clock office and 10 hours to go to sleep. We have 5 hours at disposal. So 5 years there is nothing so much to study for 5 years. I thought why can't I do something else? Then I got a part-time job. So evenings I used to do some part-time job, 2 hours part-time job. Then I come home. Then I have also 2 hours to study.
Money or you're doing or just because you had?
No, just the two things. One is I can learn something more, something different than what I'm doing. And secondly, money is also very essential. So money is also because you have to build some fund also. So that went also my time, the lifetime was, I get up early in the morning, 3 o'clock.
Okay.
So 3 to 5 I study, 2 hours. Then 5 to 6 I get ready. 6 o'clock I leave home. 7 o'clock I go to the college. 7 to 9 college. 9 to 10 I reach office. 10 to 5 office. Again come back in the evening. 5 o'clock is office time. So 5 to 7 again 2 hours part-time job. 7 o'clock I leave. Come back home at say 8:30. Then remaining time is mine. And go to sleep at 11 o'clock. So 11 to 3 was my sleeping time.
So just
4 hours. Yes. Throughout my almost 7-8 years, there was only 4 hours.
Are you sure you're not super? Decided you're wearing something.
Also.
Okay. So many years you continue.
Yes. That became a practice. Even if I have nothing else to do also, I will get up at that time and then go to sleep at 11 o'clock.
So 11 to 3. Wow. So just 4 hours of sleep and a part-time job, studies, job, everything.
Everything.
Okay. So this you continued for nearly
almost up to the age of 29. That means almost 6-7 years.
And sir, when did you do your LLB in that case?
Therefore, after completing this graduation BCom, I joined LLB. Because again, once my graduation is over, the 4 hours, 3 hours gap is there in the morning. What I have to do in the 3 hours time? So I do in the morning class for the LLB.
Okay, so any hours you used to stay?
No, yes.
Give time to do something.
Instead of, see, I never had gone for any entertainments or films or pictures or other company. These hostings were not there with me. Work, study. That's it. So I would have missed many things, but nevertheless, I don't regret.
No regrets.
I don't watch TV. I spend some time on papers. TV was not there. In fact, those days
TV was not there. So reading was
there. In the train also, when I travel, I used to always either study or read. The train also, you get some time to study. Even that time also, you utilize for studies. So that was the enthusiasm, doing things.
To learn more and more. What motivated you to, sir, going from a commerce graduate background to study law?
Because in the commerce, there is one subject, mercantile law. So when our professor was teaching that, he was a senior advocate. I became very friendly with him. But then I found, the advocate, that line, the language he is using, the ability to be able to handle English, it was very wonderful. I thought this one line I should pursue. I can gain knowledge. And with the knowledge, what happens is, anywhere you go, you can stand out. Any issue comes anywhere in life, this LLB, the graduation in this law will always help you. So in fact, when I stopped one part-time, I joined another part-time with their advocates. The 2 hours. So that, while studying LLB, that also helped me in working with the advocates. That gives me more knowledge, the practical knowledge of the advocate's life. So that also has helped me a lot to understand things, what is happening around. See, even if you read an article, even if you read any other rules, etc., at a glance you will be able to grasp what it is.
With this, you understand the legal language.
Legal language, yes. So that has helped me. In fact, that has helped me in my further office life also. The office, so everybody used to respect me because I'm able to understand things much faster than anybody else.
Correct. And because of the background and
yes, because of this background, because the interpretation of rules, regulations, etc., this comes in everyday life, day and night it comes. So that went on for some time. So while doing, then I've completed LLB I was doing. Then again, I stopped the part-time for some time. Then I found there is again time, but I should do something. Then I thought I should do this company secretaries course, correspondence course.
Correct.
That was in Delhi.
Yeah, okay.
Institute of Company Secretaries of India. Then I started doing that. So LLB and company secretaries goes hand in hand because both has got related areas, all legal issues.
Correct.
The formation of company, registration of company, public issues and things like that, very interesting subjects. So that went on hand in hand. Then My son was born in the year 1978. Vinod. 78. Then I went for a Gulf attempt to see how the.
I believe every Keralite does that at one point.
I also had enthusiasm. I should also. Everybody is going. Why can't I do?
Yeah.
I went there. I cannot officially say. Actually, I went. I took some leave and went there.
Okay.
3 months I've been there. Then I found not very comfortable to be away from the family.
Where in Gulf, sir?
I was in Muscat. Yeah.
The entire Gulf is Kerala.
Yeah, right. So
Second Kerala, I would.
correct. So 2 months over, third month I thought that is a time I have to take a decision whether to stay back or come back. Otherwise I lose my job here. Okay. So third month I decided I think it is better to go back because you can't leave family, child, etc. and then be in the desert.
But most people who I have seen who travel to the Gulf region, I believe they stay back.
They stay back.
Most people say I am here for 2 years, 5 years, but they eventually stay back and they make their own life there. So wasn't that a normal, natural course for Kerala?
Maybe for many, but for me, my job was here. I was not unemployed. I was having a very good job. I enjoyed the job. Then leaving this job and being there, then I found it's not very comfortable. Then I thought better to switch back to the job. I came back and again I don't regret because the job I could prosper very well in the coming years.
So when was the year that you got married?
It was 1976.
1970. And I believe this was an arranged marriage.
It was arranged marriage.
Obviously, I can't say that you had time because you don't have time
I know time for
TV and stuff like that. So obviously, you don't have time for other things also.
Correct.
I'm not even going to venture out into that. So it was an arranged marriage.
It was arranged marriage.
Okay, so was it love at first sight?
No, it was arranged marriage. So obviously, the custom demands you go and see the girl. You see the girl. I did not see many girls. Only one girl I have seen.
Oh.
I did not go for multiple.
So that has to be something very special about Mrs. Venugopal.
Yeah, that's
I would
okay.
have loved to have her here.
Yeah.
And so when you saw her, what was the first thing that you thought, okay, fine, this is going to be my future Mrs. Venugopal?
This is the type of girl I was looking for. That's first impression.
Okay. Just by looking, no talk and stuff.
No talk, nothing. Those days, that was tap
Sab nazar mein ho gaya.
So the first look was that. So unlike today, those days you don't move around, be with them and spend some time doing those things were not there.
Cafe coffee day, barista mein.
Nothing, those things were not there. Yeah, not there. First of all, I had no time. Secondly, that was not the practice also. She was also staying with her relations. So in 1976, we got married.
Okay. For Mrs. Venugopal also, was it, yes, this is the man I want?
I hope so.
Say, if you had asked her later on, what did she say?
I will ask after some years.
Okay. Then
I think 78, first my son was born. And
the same year that I was born. So
yes.
Then I am on the same age. Okay.
And then after that, we had a lot of time necessary to look after the child or be with the child. So that is gradually I stopped my part-time and then my study also gradually came to an end. Then started only working and then be at the...
So when was the year, sir, you joined L&T?
That was 1970, same year, 78.
78, the year where Vinod was born.
The year and the month when Vinod was born.
So how did you get the opportunity in L&T, sir, after all these years? How did that come across?
Now again, see, there was an advertisement in the paper. I made an application. So almost about 30-40 people were in the interview. So my impression was, see, such a company normally always take the people. This interview is only a formality. So the interview went on. First it was written test. Then it was an oral interview. So oral interview, the 35 people were already oral interviewed. And I was the last person sitting there. So I thought, I am out. Naturally, the last person will always be out. So it so happened, so when they called me last, they wanted to spend more time with me in the interview.
Okay.
Yes. So we had a very wonderful interview. So that helped me. My graduation in commerce, LLB, helped me a lot in dealing with the interview.
All those notes came.
Yes. The person who was in taking me interview, he was impressed with the way I did not agree with certain points he raised. I had my own views and I stood with that. So later on when I was selected, he told me, this is the reason we took you because you stood your ground. You did not, because you want to get a job, you don't say,
So any one or two things that you think that cracked the job for you?
I don't recollect, sadly I don't recollect. But there are some issues were there, some government issues were there. So myself and the top person who we were discussing it. He raised some couple of issues. I said, no, that's not correct. This other one is correct.
But you had the knowledge to back it up.
Correct. So I think that gave him an impression, yes, this is the person you're looking for. So that is revealed to me after I joined.
So all the 40 people, you are the only one who is selected.
Yes. That's how I joined the job. Then the job.
For 30 years you worked with L&T. So in these 30 years, sir, what was your experience in L&T in all these years of...
I had a wonderful time in L&T. I can say. I was always getting a wonderful boss. With whatever period I worked in various fields in L&T itself. But wherever I work, I'm lucky to have a person who likes me. So then they will say, you're doing work, so why should we not like you? So whatever things are required, what they foresee, I do it. I don't make them to ask me. So I know what is required. So I take initiative.
You are anticipating what is...
Anticipating this. So they were very happy about it. And they were giving me promotions also time to time, better than what others could get it. So I was happy. They were taking care of me. And I was taking care of my job much more than, beyond expectations. So I was happy to do the job in a satisfactory way. Because when you get a result, you are always happy. Certain things others cannot do, you are able to do it, you are happy. So there are a lot of things which others could not do, I could do it. So I was happy. At the end of the day, throughout the life, I was happy. Therefore, when I retired in 2015, they kept me for another 2 years.
Since 1978 to
2005. That was 58 years. So they kept it for another 2 years. Extension they gave to continue. Because beyond 2 years, they cannot do it. So I worked up to 2007. Then they came out of that. Then the question was also...
So finally retired.
I finally retired. So after retirement...
But the retirement is for other people, not for you.
No. The options were there. By the time my first son has already gone abroad. Second son is doing the final BE exams and he was also trying to, get some admissions in foreign USA colleges. So 2006 he got the admission. So then the question was there whether we should stay in Bombay or we should switch back to Kerala. So that was the time, so some source I got an opportunity to work as a consultant. Another good place. In fact, that place was even better than L&T, I can say. So I was whole and soul there. They gave me good respect. And
obviously, you have got so much 30, 40 years of experience.
They gave me good respect and, the environment was so wonderful, more than a family. In fact, they bring home food from the home and, we used to sit together and eat, the management and myself. So it was very wonderful period. So there it went on maybe almost up to
2021.
2021.
So nearly 15 years more. Post-retirement also.
Yes. Even today also I am in touch with them. Wherever things are there, we also always discuss, consult and help is necessary. We are doing well.
So you have been working from the age of 18, 19 till the age of 75.
75, yes.
Wow. So nearly around 50, 55 years of solid work. And I believe you still want to work.
And still occasionally I am doing something or other. It's not the official work, but something is there, any issue is there. I was talking to them.
I believe if you continue working, Vinod and Vijit can come back. They will not have to work in US anymore.
Their life is their life.
But you are not stopping to work at all. You still want to continue working.
I think now it's almost stopped.
55 years of continuous working is something which is...
I'm still not feeling tired of working. That's the beauty of it. I never felt tired of working. People say I'm tired. No. The more I work, the more I become energetic.
So many people, I think so, 1/3 your age become tired. Now just by doing 3-4 hours of work, we become tired. So what is the, I would say, your secret of, being so enthusiastic all the time and,
Because whatever I do, I enjoy doing it. See, you will work where you enjoy doing it. And you get an environment that gives you enjoyment. Because when you are working, you are a good worker, you get also people around it. Similarly, you don't get a different type of people. So others will like you because you are not only working for the company, you are working for others also, you are helping others also. Whoever wants any help, you are always available there. So in the whole community, People like you and you also like them. You like the environment. So what is the reason for leaving it? There's no reason for leaving it.
Because most people in life, sir, the career options may not be the first thing. So I may want to be a doctor, I may want to be a pilot, but things may, maybe the family background might not be that strong, or my education might not be that great that I can become a pilot or stuff like that. So we eventually settle down to something else, which is because rozi roti to karna hai.
Yeah, yes.
तो कुछ तो काम करना है. So most of us are in that stuff. So तो काम करने के लिए काम करते हैं और पैसे कमाने हैं. So in spite of that, how to keep yourself motivated throughout this journey?
No, the motivated is you do whatever work you do, you should like it. It is not someday you want to become somebody, but you did not become somebody. You are doing something else. You are doing it regretfully. You are doing it. That is not correct. Whatever you do it sincerely, honestly, and with your entire soul in it. So if you enjoy doing work, others also like you, because you are putting your soul into it. Whatever work you do, whether it is personal or it is official or whatever. No excuses. Always result oriented. That result tree gives you motivation. If there is no result, there is no motivation. You want to achieve something. When you work hard, you achieve it. When you achieve, you get motivated. But you get always disappointed. You get disappointed. You don't work hard enough to get it. But you put in sincere effort, you will always achieve what you want to achieve. And you are not asking for the sky. So you know your limits. Your expectations are such that you are able to achieve. And do work and you are achieving it.
So sarf karam karo. So, sir, after all these years, what made you say at one point of time, okay, now I'm not going to work anymore?
I don't want to even say now that I don't want to go to work. I fit to work. In fact, I still do some work, though not still done officially, I do it. Because that keeps me energetic, because that knowledge will always remain steady with you. Otherwise, you will start forgetting things. See, somebody ask a question to you, that I am compelled to look into the rules and regulations, provisions and things like that. Then I respond to them. So that gives me an energy, okay. The knowledge will always keep updating. I know losing it, or I know putting behind. So that gives you, so long as my health permits, it be not for money, not for profit, but to keep me happy, I may perhaps continue.
So knowledge
is power.
So do Vinod and Vijit also have the same kind of things that you have?
They are also very hardworking. No, they are also very hardworking. In their own field, they are experts.
Obviously, that is the reason why they are abroad.
Correct. So, they did their BE here, then went for MS. After MS, they went to work. While working also, both of them did MBA also while working. Who did while working? I mean, there also, I think they learned something from me also.
Obviously.
Yes.
Obviously, a lot of things.
Whenever I get a chance also, I'll tell them. There is no substitute for hard work. If you don't have work hard, any field of life, whether it is you get a good salary, small salary, high salary, the hard work is basic thing that you can keep you alive. The hard work, there is no substitute. Any walk of life. When within the family also, I should not do this work, I should not do that work. Now, within the family, I do whatever is going to be done. I have to help my wife. My wife is alone. Why should she alone suffer? I help her. All whatever way I can help. I don't know cooking, of course. Anything else, what I can help you, I will help her. So at least it keeps you moving. The body doesn't stand still somewhere. It keeps moving. You do something or other.
So, Mrs. Venugopal has been very supportive in this entire journey.
She has been very supportive.
I believe
not been able to do what I did.
But 47 years of marriage. Wow. So, near about 50 years. What kind of support that she provided you so that you could go ahead and do?
She gives me a lot of motivation. Even if I want to withdraw from somewhere, she'll motivate me. No, don't give up. So that spirit is there. So that is always good. Whatever good things I do, and she solely supports. Even she sacrifices certain other comforts and benefits, like after retirement, I was not been able to be there with her a long time. Because morning to evening again, I was going to work.
As a consultant? 2007?
Till 2 years back. So anybody would be wanting to work after retirement, you are at home, you are available at home. I am not available at home. Only weekends are there. So she has been supporting. That is a great support, you can see.
Wonderful, sir. So, in all these years, sir, how has your working is one part. So, सब लोग का एक ड्रीम होता है कि रोटी कपड़ा और मकान, अपना खुद का घर बनाना चाहिए. So how did you make your first house, sir?
It was the year 1982. Oh, when
4 years after you joined.
yes. So 82 means what was my age? Maybe 35. Correct. At the age of 35, I wanted to go for a house. Yes. So then obviously you need loan. I went to SDFC. That is where my investment journey started, 1982. SDFC said,
So was it your motivation to buy a house, or was it Mrs. Venugopal? Because in general,
it is her person.
Mrs. plays a very big role in buying a house.
Those things, her strong approach was there. Want to meet, she wants. So we decided to go for the house. Then I went to SDFC. So SD was maybe just found maybe a couple of years earlier they found. So their shares were not very popular in the market. So one of the conditions is you have to buy 5 shares of 100 rupees each. Then only you will be eligible for the loan. Wow. So 500 rupees investment, debt investment, it was tough at that time. But unless you take it, you don't get it.
500
rupees. So you took the
5 shares.
5 shares, 100 rupees each, 5 shares.
100 rupees each, HDFC, 100 rupees one share.
That face value was 100 rupees. So 5 shares, 500 rupees. So I took the 5 shares. But to tell you, I don't regret. Because that grew into 4,500 shares.
Wow.
For the period.
4,500 shares.
Issue, bonus, things like that.
Over a period of, sir, how many years now?
ATC, we disposed of somewhere in 2018.
Okay. Just recently.
18. So 82 to
92, 2002, 2012, nearly 36 years.
36 years.
So 36 years from 5 shares
to 4,500 shares.
4,500 shares.
And that to the price, 100 rupees has gone to almost nearly 2,000 rupees.
Wow. Okay. So that itself blows my mind that to purchase a house, you had to buy shares, and in a way it was good.
It was good.
Okay.
Unintentionally it happened.
Okay. So what was if I may ask, sir, what was the loan amount and what was the property that you looked at?
The loan was something about 40,000 or something like that.
40,000.
Yeah. It was 1 bedroom hall kitchen, 600 square feet area. So total cost was some 52,000 rupees. Of that 40,000 loan, 12,000 rupees.
52,000 में 1 BHK का फ्लैट 600 स्क्वायर फीट का कहाँ पर था सर?
It was in Vasai.
Vasai.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, then.
So that part was taken. Monthly is on the way, so we went off for some time.
So how much was the EMI, sir?
EMI 1,600 rupees or something like that. 1,600 or maybe less than that.
Okay. Should be less than that, sir. 12,000 का ही लोन, 12,000 का ही हमने डाउन पेमेंट दिया ना?
Yes. 40,000 loan.
Okay. So I think so the EMI would be far lesser than.
I don't remember exactly, but it is within affordable limits.
Very affordable.
Yeah, very affordable limit. So we don't go for a very huge loan because we don't take a huge loan. I don't know, mortgage everything in life, So it was affordable. We could manage that.
So how much part of your salary was going into, sir, EMI?
Maybe some 25%.
25%. Okay. So you are not extending beyond your limits.
Correct. Because see, around 50% will go for the expenses, 25% for the EMI, another 20% you have to support your family. Extended family, like a mother and who is available. So that's continued. Right from the day I started earning, I have been supporting my family throughout. So that is also giving you, some sort of satisfaction, great satisfaction. So that has been continuing. So that is the first priority. Even if I sacrifice something, I don't sacrifice what I'm required to do for others. So that continued throughout the life. So my life also continued in the same fashion. So this 82, this was taken. So that same year 82, I went for the PPF, Public Provident Funds. Okay. Because those years, I think they were giving tax exemption for the initial 3,000 rupees per year. 3,000 per year. Because now what we are getting 1,50,000, those times it was 3,000 rupees. So I used to manage every year, I used to deposit 3,000 rupees in the PPF account so that you get the tax exemption. That over the years, it became 6,000, 10,000, 15,000. It went on and on. Today, it is 1.5 lakhs. Okay.
So we are getting a basic full history lesson of the entire finances.
Yes.
For last 25, 30 years. Wonderful, sir.
So that went on. Sideways says, whenever they get some bonus, whenever they get some increase in salary, things like that, I used to buy small amount of mutual funds and shares. There's 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees, 30,000 rupees, small pieces. It's not a dedicated investment was not there. As and when I find, okay, somebody says suddenly some issue comes, okay, I buy. Simply almost 20-25 scripts of shares I purchase.
From what period to what periods?
82 onwards.
82 onwards.
Maybe almost up to 50 till the time I retired. A little bit. 100 shares not very, I don't go into market dealing, what called tradings. Initial issue, 100 shares you buy. Keep it there, forget about it.
So basically a buy and hold strategy.
Hold strategy, yes.
Okay.
And some I lost, few I lost. But some I gave very good return to me. Even the mutual funds also, the small amounts invested like UTI, what you call the units were there, started from the UTI units, master gain and all that. So the small investments I went on doing. So 2015 I found there was almost a 40 to 50 mutual fund folios. And I have 20 plus share folios. Then I'm also reaching the retirement time. I want to see how this has to be done. See, I was just handling everything manually. It was nothing online. Everything is manual. They update your address, update your KYC. It is going on and on. Okay, when you're working, you have time. Okay, in the office also you can do it. But when you start sitting at home, these things you will not be able to do it. That was a time I was eagerly looking for a person to help me to do all that. So God brought you to me. We came at 16, I think. By end of 16 or 17, we started our relation. So from there, it was now then I think with your support, help and dedication, we have disposed of all the shares and all the mutual funds. So that we can consolidate everything instead of having so many scripts, to have very few, 2-3 scripts like.
To manage.
So that I think you did it on by way of, in a wonderful way. And I'm happy that it is done. So it is also giving me a reasonably good returns. And I am grateful to you for that guidance, advice, help, which is still continuing.
So one of the long-term investments that I can remember when we had met up was, I still have one, as I said, that I want to keep that as a record. You had done an investment of 1,000 rupees in your name and 1,000 rupees in Mrs. Venugopal's name in 1998 in one mutual.
It was not 1990, it was much earlier than that, in fact. Maybe a few years earlier, because Aditya Birla took over some company, maybe Apple, some name was in the company. So 1998, Aditya Birla Group took over that. So investment was in the earlier company. So when it was taken over by Aditya Birla Group, that continued.
Oh, okay. So in our records, it's in 1998, but
yes,
much more.
Maybe 2-3 years earlier.
3 years earlier. So nearly 96, 90. Okay. So you had put in 1,000 rupees in both the investments. So what was the idea behind doing that investment at that point of time?
So that time I told you, so whenever I get some excess money, I put into mutual funds. So that is an university till start growing and then forget about it. I never tried to change or sell or buy or something like that. I keep on investing. I never did any sale except the UTI units. Those I sold at the time of purchasing my second house. After selling the first house, I went for second house at that time. That was maybe after 7 years I came to Borivali to take a flat. So that time the earlier flat could not be sold. So we went for a loan.
Again, you had to purchase shares?
No, at that time no purchase shares. It was some 2 lakh something loan we had to go. So by the time the cost has also gone up.
Oh, what year was that, sir?
It was 1989, I believe.
1989. So from Vasai Vira, Nalasopar, Vasai Vira, that side you came here?
Yeah.
In about
89 I came.
6-7 years time. Okay, and the property price here was for?
At that time it was roughly 4 lakhs, I believe.
4 lakhs?
Yes.
For a flat in Borivali?
Yes.
Okay, and how big was this flat, sir?
Now that may be costing about a crore. Of course, I sold subsequently.
Okay, so this was for 4 lakh rupees. Okay.
So there I took some loan of some 2 lakhs plus. And then when the Vasai flat was sold for 2 lakhs, what was purchased 50,000 sold for 2 lakhs. So this loan was paid off, came out of the loan. Then Borivali itself, after 5-6 years, we changed to another 2-bedroom flats. There I did not take a loan because this I could sell the 3 lakhs flat I sold for 10 lakhs. Then I had only started 2-3 lakhs more for the additional room. So that came for to Hall Kitchen. Then in 2008, we came to Goregaon. That cost me almost 70-80 lakhs. So at that time, I think I disposed of some FDs and some things like that, some shares and FDs. But throughout my journey, I think I forgot, I did not tell you very elaborately. My wife also has been working, she has been supporting me also. From the year 1976 till my second son was in 10th standard, she was working. When he came to 10th standard, she stopped working because she wants to concentrate on the children's studies.
Okay. So this was nearly 15 years
But even little more than that.
15-20 years she was working.
So that was a great support. See, financially, because to tie it up.
Double income,
yes. Yeah.
Wonderful. So most of the investment strategy that I can understand is you have been buying and holding on.
Buying and holding.
Either
No trading, yes. I never went for any trading because
people didn't advise you, sir, don't trade. Sell this stock, buy something.
Many people advised me. I told you, no, what I'm holding is fine. Because those are good holdings. Because it's like SDFC Bank, L&T, ICICI Bank, MRPL. Whatever I was holding was all doing good. So there's no motivation to sell it to go to somebody else. So only 1 or 2, 3 failed. At very small in the 1,000 rupees investments, 2-3 shares over there, folios over there. That I think this went scrap and then that's forgotten. Even mutual funds also, wherever mutual funds are invested, everything give a very good return.
Correct. I remember that same 1,000.
Yes, correct.
You had done 96. Even during the COVID time, I remember in January 2020, that 1,000 rupee investment was still 60 times. 60 times in 25 years?
35 years.
And now I believe it is more than 120 times.
120 times. So, no other area you can get so much of growth.
More than 50 times, 100 times in 25-year journey. So, do you sometimes feel that if you had a time machine, you could go back in 25 years and put maybe 1 crore of rupees there?
I used to wonder many times.
And now,
instead of 1,000 rupees, if I put all the money in that, today I would have been sitting comfortably with crores of rupees.
Crores of 100 crores and 200 crores. So going ahead, it is definitely a possibility that if a person has got 1 crore of rupees, he should put 1 crore of rupees, see your video, and 25 years later, reap the benefit.
No, earlier, I started very late investment, 35, late or 35 plus. But today's generation, they get very good salary, very good job, they have a lot of money at them. So if they start investing at the early age in life, I think by the time they retire, there will be huge amount of money they can accumulate. They don't have to invest huge money. Certain amounts, systematically, maybe every month, every year, whatever way it is, and forget about it.
So if a person is earning, say, 100 rupees today, what would be your advice?
I think 10 rupees he can save. 10 rupees he can save.
10 rupees he should.
10%.
At least 10%.
At least 10%.
Okay. So that's what I mean.
That committed investments.
But sir, I have got EMIs, I have got child education.
So many. Therefore, even I also had all these issues.
Family support has to be there.
I had to support my family, I had to support my children, their education, their study, their going abroad. Everything had to be done. So at the same day, I never stopped at these small investments. This is public water fund every year, 1.5 lakhs recently.
What 3,000 rupees you started?
Yes. So earlier, whatever the amounts. So I always do that. I find some money to see that it is done before that was Mars.
So basically, it is more of a discipline than anything else, and a habit. Okay, irrespective of whatever I'm earning, at least 10% I should start.
You can cut down on your luxuries. See, money spending is not a problem. You can always spend any amount of money, you get it. But if you are able to save something for the future or your older years.
Basically, it is saving for your future.
See, today, the government is not supporting in your older age.
You don't have a pension.
No pension, but nothing is there. So you have to find some money for your existence after retirement. So these small amounts, without hurting you, this money gets saved. You see, you are not going, envelope you are not going. Small, 10% of earning is not a huge amount. So if you start earning at the young age, by the time you retire, that will give you a very huge amount of money. So maybe if I look back, I can think I made a mistake in not doing that systematically. I did it, but not systematically. But nevertheless, I have no regrets because whatever I saved, that gave me very good return. I'm very happy about it. And the money, even today also, the money is giving me a reasonable amount of return. So you're perfect on that.
Correct. So basically, the children are settled well.
Correct.
The properties have been made. There's no loan liability.
No liabilities, nothing. Yes. And almost every year we go to states with the children.
How many months in a year, sir? Now would you be going to states?
Every year we go there only for minimum 3 months.
Okay, because both the children are there.
Yes. Both the children. So we like grandchildren, we spend a lot of time with them.
3, I believe, right?
3 years.
There's got 2, 8 and 4. 8 and 4 and Vijit has got what?
Vijit daughter is 7 years old.
7 years old. So she's in between both.
Yeah, she's in between, yes. So when we go there, we have very good time. We spend a lot of time with all of them. We come back. And by the time we come back, they started calling again. The children started calling, when are you coming? When are you coming? Like,
correct. So now I believe it's time for you to go back.
Yeah, I think maybe June we will be going.
Again for 3 months or 6 months.
3 months or 6 months, depending upon.
So how do you keep yourself occupied there also, sir?
There, see, the children are there, we are busy. Otherwise, there's not much work. We go to work in the morning, evening. The weekends, we are busy. The children take us somewhere for some shopping or some sightseeing and things like.
Having a nice retired life, basically. So, if there was some message, sir, you would like to give, say a person at different ages. Let us say there's a person who is 20 years old, who's looking to you for advice. A person who is 30, 40, 50 and 60. Obviously, obviously learning is something that you can always learn, even the day till you die. But if I have to give this advice to, say, those 3 grandchildren, the children who are under 10, or, what kind of message you would like to give all these age groups, sir?
See, at the youngest stage, the main concentration only studies, naturally. Till they complete the studies, they should not divert their mind to something else. Excel in your studies, because that is only investment, initial stages. That is the first investment. So if the studies are not there, maybe some people,
Property, gold, mutual funds will come later.
will come later. But some people may think, it's education, not necessarily, we can still do something different. The business community, they can always do it because they are born in a business family. So they know business. Even for business also to prosper, you need education. Correct. So the initial stages, the best thing is to devote your time, money and energy on the education. Once you do a reasonable amount of education, then you have to concentrate on your job. The moment you start getting a job, then you have to mind also look to the future. Start investing some amounts and a systematic way. The problems will keep coming. See, once you start earning, you get married, you get children, then problems will coming. Irrespective of all the problems, there should be some systematic plan for saving some amount of money, certain percentage of money, compulsorily, with a commitment. So that takes you in the long run, so that financially at least you will be stable. Because that financial stability is very important.
In fact, for getting married also,
yes, correct.
People have to be have a property or something.
Definitely, yes.
So, sir, what would you advise in the sense, in India, buying a property is the number one, I would say, requirement or, dream of every person. So, what would be the ideal age for a person to buy a property, sir? Is it at the time of immediately getting a job? Because when people say, you've got a job, then buy a property.
That again depends upon the amount of money one can earn, earning capacity. See, some people get a very good salary at the initial stage itself. So initially there are no liabilities. Today's generation, no liabilities. They don't know how to look after parents. They don't take care of their siblings. So the money what they earn is a good money in their hands. So instead of wasting money in various other activities, a certain amount they can always keep aside for investing in the house also. But again, if they have a very good job, a good salary. But everybody may not be in the same level. Some people may be in the level lesser than that. So they can start doing it maybe after a few years, once they settle in life. After marriage, etc., they settle in life. And they can start investing loan. They can always take a loan, can get a lot of tax benefits in the loans, housing loans, etc. Invest in loan.
Okay. So, of all the investment options that you have seen, obviously you have had a rich experience in investment and right from PPF to mutual funds, direct stocks, properties, gold, etc. What would you say is one of the best options for investment, sir? Because my parents taught me it was basically gold or FD.
Gold is a last thing, if you ask me. Okay, it may be a personal opinion. See, others may differ on that. Yes. So gold, it is a debt investment. It doesn't give you much return on that. But whereas mutual funds, it gives you regular income, regular return, at least the growth. Even shares also, some good company shares also gives you reasonable growth. So ultimately the money is for growing. So when you want to invest somewhere, you can always sell it and use it. So and there are a lot of tax benefits also. The mutual fund, there is the tax benefit, you are hardly pay maybe 10% capital gains tax. If you FD or other place you put, you pay 30% tax. So there is a very good saving in the tax element. And plus, it gets grown without your knowledge.
Correct. So money is working while you're sleeping.
Why you say while you're sleeping, money is working. Whatever little, not necessarily you have to give huge amounts. Whatever little is possible, depending upon your income, depending upon your liabilities, or depending upon your responsibilities. Some may have huge responsibilities, family responsibilities. Say, situation, I had my sister's marriage to be done. No, those things were there. So I had to handle my family responsibilities, own family responsibilities, plus your studies, plus children's studies. So everything, multiple things. So even doing the multiple things also, some amount you keep for investment.
So basically, I believe what you have followed is pay yourself first.
Yes.
Rest responsibilities are there, but some amount has to be kept for you.
Yeah, that is for future, something has to be automatically kept. Others need to be taken care. You have to take care of everything. Not that you have to, not one at the cost of the other. Each has its own importance. So everything has to be taken parallelly.
So one last advice that you would give to all of us, sir, what would?
No substitute for hard work. Any walk of life. To do hard work, you are definitely bound to succeed in life. There is no way you can fail.
And you are a basic proof of it. Right. Thank you very much, sir, for coming and sharing so much of your wisdom. I believe that there might be a few more sessions that I would like to take from you. And, I think, as I said, that there's so much of you to give. I think so the one session will not do justice because there is still...
We will still get opportunities. We will still get opportunities.
You can still learn a lot of things from your experience. It's a rich experience, I believe. I believe it's an eye-opener, in fact, for so many of us. That even imagining, property price, it's unimaginable. 50,000 का property था, 2 lakh का property, 4 lakh का property बोरीवली में. सुनने के लिए बहुत अच्छा लगता है. And the way you have multiplied it by basically discipline and stuff like that, it is something that all of us should, attempt to do, I would say.
No, attempt is to succeed, definitely. There's no doubt about it. Because this is a living proof.
and even at you're still so young at 77. And I hope that we have half the energy that you have when we reach your age. So, and thank you very much for your time, sir, for taking out the time and coming. And looking forward to more such sessions from you.
And I must thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to be with you for so much time. And I express my thanks to the crew also. They spend their valuable time and energy on doing this. And thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.